Just a couple more, and then I will find my family again.
Stop yet. Pack's still mostly empty.
This is the most we've ever found. And we don't know what made that sound.
Probably an echo.
There's no way.
Just a little more, and then we're out of here. Another. Good.
You okay?
Yes, mostly.
Cave's getting wider.
Do you feel that?
A draft.
Another opening?
Could be.
This cave is massive. I almost can't see the walls.
Noises.
I don't hear anything.
Me neither. Far.
We've pushed our luck far enough. We should turn back.
Let's find the opening. If we can't climb it, we'll go back.
Now I hear something.
I don't like this.
Okay. We tried. Back we go.
Alyx?
Hey, not the time for staring. Get over here.
Look.
Where?
I don't see anything where you're pointing. It's too dark over there.
Someone?
Alyx, what do you mean?
Okay, someone. And they're in pain.
Could be a native.
Could be a monster.
Alyx!
Get back! Ugh.
Help. What do you mean, help?
We can barely help ourselves, let alone anyone else, Alyx. You're going to get us killed. Shh.
Here.
I see it. Looks organic, Lizzie.
Ugh. What is this?
Some new fresh hell, no doubt.
Look. They're like roots, and they're pulsing. Does this lead anywhere?
I thought we were turning back.
You wanna?
I'll take any lead we can get.
Column of roots.
Leads to the ceiling. Is that someone?
What is that?
Quiet!
Alyx is right. There's someone suspended in that sack, partway up the column.
God. Looks like a cutaway of an egg.
I don't think that's an embryo. That looks like a person in chains. This is beyond us. Who knows what we might be stirring up? Let's leave.
Yeah.
Alyx!
No!
Alyx, stop!
What are you doing
Get
now?
down!
God.
Now!
Alyx!
Help me!
Don't do that!
Fuck!
Look out! Alyx, you idiot!
What's wrong with you?
What have you done?
Just quiet. Listen. Look.
Gods, it's a husk.
It was moving. I think it said something.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I think so, but
Not moving anymore.
Is it dead? Free. Free? From what? What are you even saying? How do you know these things? Why? Oh, now you want to clam up?
Lizzie, stop.
That was reckless.
So is going this far. We both knew that.
I thought I'd give it a try. Never did I expect our biggest problem would be Alyx going rogue.
Neither did I, but can we just leave? If we've pissed something off, we shouldn't stick around. We can play 20 questions back at the oasis.
Come on, I've got you. On your feet. Can you try not to give us a heart attack next time?
Try.
Why do I even bother? That's enough damage for one day. Let's get out of here. No, I'm not letting go of your hand. You've been naughty.
Follow us, Alyx. Come on. It's gonna be alright.
We hope.
I know. Alright, so we're not dead yet. That's a plus, I guess. We got quite a few Wardstones. Maybe not as much as we hoped, but still. Maybe taking Alyx along was a bit ill-advised. She just does things sometimes, and then doesn't have any idea of what she's done after. If we ask her about the cave trip earlier, she just says, free. I blame Lizzie for suggesting the husk look chained up, even though she was right. Kind of a recurring theme. She's right, and she keeps being right, and I hate her for it. Is that fair? Or is that me being a bastard? Why can't it be both? Point is, Lizzie wants to try again, in a different Katara, but we don't trust Alyx enough to tag along. Can't leave her by herself, so we might be setting Silas and Alyx at the entrance this time. Was stupid enough heading in with all four of us and hoping the rope was still there when we got back. Saving water, not leaving people behind, yada yada. Here's the facts. We're definitely going to outpace our food supply very soon. We've tried to be careful, rotating around the oasis, giving things time to grow. But it can't hold out forever. And the Wardstones, this whole running around for Wardstones probably seems idiotic. Why not sit tight and wait for help? I cannot stress enough how miserable and draining the locust swarms have been. On top of everything else, walking in on that swarm just... Part of the reason I didn't make any audio logs was we all felt mute after the first couple days. So much had happened on Samsara, and now this. What is there to say except some variant of out of the frying pan into the fire? Over and over again. Over and over. And very soon, like it or not, another swarm will wash over us. And I'm worried about what they'll do to Silas when they return, let alone the rest of us. We're at our breaking point, and the first thing to go is our sense of caution. So, I go along with Lizzie, getting more Wardstones, because we think they're making us feel better and protecting us. Anything to cling to. There are never any good decisions, only slightly less bad ones. Only good one would have been if I'd never been... I might be going crazy. But I've never had someone's voice chime in so clearly when I have thoughts like this. I can hear him as if he's right at my shoulder. No, don't you dare say such a thing. I'm quite glad you were born, selfish as that may be. Is that madness or love? Is it both again? Whatever happens, I feel much better watching him snore peacefully instead of calling out every few minutes. I can hold out until we physically can't, until we all die of starvation, just knowing I could do that one small thing.
There. You still feeling all right?
A little better. The headache's not as bad.
Good, good. Why don't we talk and play and let the recorder run for a bit?
I would like that.
Lucky these cards last so long, and that they let us pack some games to play. I don't fancy trying to carve my own board in pieces out yet.
If we stay long enough, I can try to make Bug Kala.
Bug Kala?
Yeah, that's the game the Alka play, with the glass beads and the holes on the board.
Oh, I think Silas tried to tell me about it, but
Weren't in the mood?
I never am for his antics.
He talks a lot, and that's before you get to know him.
Too much.
Sometimes he says nice things.
Rarely.
Reminds me of someone else.
You're lucky I like you, or that would be one of the worst things anyone's ever said to me.
I like all the grumpy people I've been collecting. Can't make me let go.
Ah, no wonder I can't get rid of you.
Jay used to call it Bug Kala, 'cause it was like Mon Kala, but for bugs.
I'm sorry. We don't have to talk about him if it's too painful.
I want to.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
He showed me how to play solitaire. Said it was on all the old computers, which I knew, but he liked poking fun at me, since I'm one of the youngest breachers on the team.
I don't even know how you ever put up with him.
Really?
Don't get me wrong. You two are always so cute, going everywhere on Yanis together, and far be it from me to tell you who to love. But I thought he was too disparaging sometimes. What did you see in him?
I like how he teased. He'd make his snarky comments, but then he'd say, "It's only 'cause I like watching you fight back. You've got a lot of spunk. You're going places." Stuff like that. And then, when I'd beat him up for saying that, he wasn't a sore loser. Rough edges, maybe, but I think he was trying to make sure we were all tough enough. He'd say stuff, but I always knew he was looking for a rise, making me meet the challenge head on, not trying to hurt anybody.
I never thought about it like that. He had that army attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Came from a big family too?
We both did.
That's right. I remember. To each their own, but I understand a little better now.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing to do together?
Not much to do in Yanis, but we found stuff. You know, June has the best game collection of anyone.
Oh, I know it. She would get onto people all the time for borrowing games and forgetting to return them.
I think I still have her chess set sitting in my room back at base.
Ooh, you better return that or she's gonna be cross.
I will.
And also, board games?
We liked them.
I'm sure you did, but I think you're trying to hide things from me.
Huh?
Don't play innocent now. Surely you two found good spots for the more romantic moments.
Like I tell you.
Come on!
Nah.
Girl to girl?
Nope.
Oh, never got far enough for the smooching?
No.
Did June show you the warehouse?
Maybe?
Aha! I knew it. Can always count on Mama June.
Wait, how would you know that June knows?
Oh, you don't think Big Sister has any game? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's not what I'm saying.
Fine, fine. I teased too far. Yes, I never had any reason to avail myself of the privacy, but
Oh?
June and I were both people watchers, and
Were you spying?
no, it was just fun to see who was going back and forth out of the cafeteria entrance at all hours. Yanis might be small, but I say it's not life, but love that always finds a way.
Is that how you always know stuff?
Only sometimes. I'm not omniscient.
You always seem like it when I ask you about relationships.
Alas, my skill is not being a good people reader, but having many hours of seeing all the signs from afar. As soon as it comes to interaction, I'm afraid it always falls apart.
Is that why it was hard with Cass and Sai? I'm sorry. We don't have to talk about it.
No, it's an old wound by now. If you can be brave, so can I. Yeah, it hurt. Not least of all because I think Silas is a dingbat.
And boring.
And boring. And not inquisitive enough. And doesn't care for the outdoors.
That's one way to say he's a crybaby in general, I guess.
True. But I couldn't think about him while I was losing them. Even though, I never really had them. I thought it might happen. And I was so hopeful.
I know. I was there. And it's a little silly.
Wanting to be loved?
No, don't be pitiful. Of course you should be loved, doofus.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do. I mean, you and Cass, you guys fight like cats and dogs.
Now we do.
It's always been a thing. Never this much, sure, but Cass is all, go, go, go. Run into the ant's nest. Jump in the lake. You're more cautious and happy to be here. Happy to be anywhere.
What? I am?
You never sound like it, but I've seen you. Sketching birds or plants, all the places we've gone and the creatures we've seen. You get a little smile on your face.
I do?
You spend so much time looking out, Lizzie. You haven't heard from enough people who are looking at you back. But that's who you are. If we had the option, you'd always be happiest just watching and being. I don't think you'd ever have the patience for each other. You need someone a little calmer. Was that too much?
No, not at all. Thank you so much for your rigorous scrutiny.
You're welcome.
Where were these pearls of wisdom ages ago? If I'd known this sooner, would have saved me a lot of heartache.
Hard to know in the moment, you know? I couldn't have told you any of that before.
Why do all of my life lessons have to be delivered so harshly and slowly, agonizingly?
Is that what I have to look forward to in my old age?
Oh, you did not just pull the old age card again. I'm not even that old. None of us are. What kind of a whippersnapper do you... Wait right here.
Scared.
What was that?
I checked. Part of the valley wall collapsed. Everything's fine.
Scared.
Just was exciting for a hot minute. Everybody's
Scared.
okay?
Yes, Alyx and I are
Scared.
fine.
All right.
Scared.
I'm going back to sleep.
Okay.
Scared. Scared.
Everything's fine, just some rocks falling. Where were we?
Lost.
Lost? No.
Forgotten.
Alyx? No. No. Wait. Come back to me. Hey, come back. We were just talking and getting along.
Gone.
No, you're not gone. You can't be gone. I fucked it all up. I fucked you up. Alyx, please, don't go.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Please, just come back.
Sorry.
Come back to us. I'll do anything.
Sorry.
I'll bring you back. Whatever I have to do. Anything. Don't leave me.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Quite sure you'll be alright without us?
Quite. I don't think I can handle more of... Can't handle another episode. Here I go.
Promise you will be okay?
I'm sure Alyx and I will get along just fine. Especially with these,
Umbrellas.
I was going to say parasols you fashioned for us from the oasis trees, but umbrella works too.
And if anything happens...
I shall die on the spot.
Sigh.
Sorry. If anything goes awry, Alyx and I will make our way into the Katara behind you and sit tight.
Good.
Be safe.
I made it. Hurry up.
Don't start with me. Made it. Be back soon.
Can you see us? We're going this way.
Got it. Good luck and... just luck.
Luck?
I was going to say Godspeed, but that feels like terribly poor taste these days. Want to hear a joke and play a game at the same time?
Okay.
Want to play I Spy? I spy with my little eye something...
Sand.
How did you know?
Sand. Stars.
Those are the only two things we can see. You won the coin flip, I guess. Speaking of, want to take a turn? I suddenly like my odds of winning.
No.
Very well.
Lizzie.
Lizzie, where?
Worry.
Oh, worry. Oh, are you worried about Lizzie?
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie's certainly battling her demons, not to mention this depth. Why her in particular?
Fault.
She can be hard to gauge sometimes. A lot of the time. But Cassius told me she's been more active since I woke up.
Murder?
If Lizzie wanted to do that, she missed her chance. Much easier while I was down.
Always.
Okay, yes. Maybe it would always be easy to kill me. What about it?
Hope?
Hope. Hope will make fools of us all. Or do you think my new job as team cheerleader is actually working?
Bad.
I see everyone has acquired Lizzie's policy of brutal honesty. No, you're right. It's not me.
False hope.
Maybe. We get over one problem and two more take their place. Still, it's nice having someone else to carry stuff when you need. And I'm sure the thought of making it out with at least 4 of us is better than no one.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Time heals all wounds?
Feeling a little better?
Yeah, a little. My head's quiet. Just like here.
That's good. But no, I disagree.
Huh?
Time makes corpses of us all. And hope is a two-edged sword. And to us in particular, one sick bastard.
So what? I should just go back to giving up?
No, I mean...
I don't want to keep going, Sai. If there's no hope. I tried running and it hurts. Everything hurts.
I'm not saying don't have hope. It's just... I don't want to lie to you and say time will make them go away. Let me offer this. The kind of wounds they say time heals, it actually deadens. Time is the first ingredient, but it's not a magical catch-all.
So it does heal?
Eventually. With care and attention. And friends' help. So the more friends we keep alive, the better.
So friends heal?
Yes and no.
So what does work?
Alyx, if only grief were so simple that something could just work on it. The human mind is a resilient organism, but like physical healing, the process is long, painful, multifaceted. That's a bitter pill to swallow, but I would have wanted someone to tell me that it wasn't just going to be okay, or I'll grow out of it, or some other bullshit like that.
Did people tell you that after your dad died?
They did, along with lots of absurd apologies. Were they to blame? Could they help me? Did it matter? No, and no, and no. And I came to hate them. Well, I hated their barrage of advice, their constant stream of counsel and condolences. Well-meaning, no doubt, but so much of it turned into a lie. Time did not heal the wound. Friends did not make it all better. Instead, it just made me a bitter and morbid person. And I didn't like myself for that. For the longest time.
But they helped.
Yeah, they helped. Yes.
So there is hope.
Of course there is. It's just not a fool's hope. Not the kind where everything is all right in the end. Some things stick with us.
But if it never really goes away, why go on with it?
Because there will be people glad to see us alive. And, in spite of the pain, we'll be glad to be alive too. One day. Of that I am sure. That's the other edge of hope, I guess. Can't live with it. Don't dare live without it.
I don't know if I can believe that. Even if we survive, I haven't done a good job. I've mostly been making everyone's life harder.
That's not true.
I can't go back and face my family. Tell them what's happened. I'm a failure.
Hey now. No one can fault you for trying your best and not succeeding. Even on the days where your best is lying in bed, breathing, that's not failure. The only way to fail is by giving up, Alyx.
No. There are other ways to fail, Sai.
Not to me.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I know a little.
This isn't about grief, Silas. This is about the lengths a young idiot will go to so she can show up and make it big in her field. This is about what she'll do to make a good impression, about what she'll do when her super important job is at stake.
Is that why you're worried about Lizzie?
No. It's how I failed all of you.
Do you want to...
No. Not yet.
I'm here if you need me.
Can you see us? We're going this way.
Got it. Good luck and... just luck.
Don't worry. We'll be back soon.
I'm not worried.
Yes, you are. You're constantly worried about him.
What about it?
I wasn't... I'm not picking a fight.
Sure sounds like it.
It was just an observation. I'm not looking for weaknesses or poking fun. I was trying to reassure you, but I'm apparently hot garbage at that. Let's get this...
Oh!
Shh! Be quiet! What do you mean, oh?
You really meant we'll be back soon. Just that?
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I didn't get you were being genuine.
Am I really that blunt with you or something? Or is this a setup for a sarcastic remark?
No,
I get it. You think I'm never supportive. I tell you guys you're doing a good job all the time. When do
I'm dumb as fuck, Lizzie. What do you want from me?
You're not dumb.
I sure as hell am.
Why? Just because you can't tell my sniping from my attempts at sweetness?
No, Lizzie. I got too many reasons.
I'll bet I'm dumber.
No way.
Try me. It'll pass the time.
Bet. One time, when I was younger, I got tricked into believing bananas were the leftovers of a spider.
No, like the eggs or...
Nope. Someone told me they died on their webs, drooped down, and became a banana. You can still see their remains if you cut one in half.
You're kidding me. You thought the endocarp was a spider skeleton.
Took me until college to figure out I was lied to. That was a really embarrassing lecture. I still hate bananas.
When I was younger, I believed in the tooth fairy, but my tooth fairy didn't like my pillow. This one lived in my great aunt's bedroom.
She raised you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you...
Yep. When I lost a tooth, I dropped it off in her room and a $5 bill would appear. And I got so excited every time. I was hand delivering them to her and never thought to question it.
Was she lazy, or...
No, just old, really.
At least she cared enough to try.
Exactly, and I was dumb enough to believe.
That's not that dumb. Did you know other kids got, like, dimes and quarters?
Really?
Silas mentioned it to me. I casually told him what my allowance was like as a teenager.
I shudder to think.
I learned a lot that day. Not everyone gets a car when they turn 16 either. Did you know that? I sure didn't. I didn't even want one. I said I wanted walkable cities, and my family laughed at me.
Now that's too rich for my blood. I got my lesson earlier. I couldn't understand why some of my classmates in college were so bent on getting into lucrative and boring fields which they clearly hated. I was worried about passions, but other folks were trying to support their family. One good thing I learned from my auntie.
What's that?
She told me to help until it hurts. Never told me when to stop, though. What else?
I don't bother reading into what you say too deeply. Or anyone, not just you. Makes me feel shallow and stupid sometimes.
I pick apart sentences and moods, sometimes for days afterwards. I develop scenarios and what ifs, and then, when we meet again, I've gone so far down the rabbit hole that I feel lost and confused. I think about what might have been.
Might have been.
Nothing is how I imagined it. All those feelings, just my imagination. And I even let that hurt me. You're smarter for admitting you're dumb, Cass. I've always tried to let my silence be mistaken for deepness, but 'tis only an illusion after all, like most things in my life, ephemeral.
You're starting to spiral again. I thought this was a stupidity contest.
I seem to be winning.
The sad contest, maybe.
Well, not all of us can be so lucky, not having to deal with an overflowing tide of grief all their lives.
I've been through some shit too. You don't hold the monopoly on grief, Lizzie.
I never claimed to do so.
Then why not cut it out? Just...
What? You think I'm choosing to be sad all the time? No, Cass. I'm not making any decisions. Shit just keeps happening to me.
Yeah, I get it. That...
Do you understand that when I say death is my only friend, I'm not even exaggerating? My parents? Dead. My friends? Dead. Upsilon? Dead. My team? Dead.
We're not dead yet.
Who fucking cares? It always happens. Always. How dare you think that I'm trying to cling to it? Is it sentimental of me? Getting worked up about McKenna being diced up? Am I just being mopey when I see that thing putting her name on the wall after it cut off my arm with my blood?
Lizzie!
My blood and her name, Cass!
Lizzie, stop! Stop!
How does it know her name?
I don't know.
Why does this keep happening?
I don't know.
Why do I fall in love so easily?
I don't... What? You...
What am I doing wrong?
Lizzie, I don't know anything. Not a single fucking thing. But please, if I know one, I just know you're not doing everything wrong. Not everything. Unless I am too.
I don't think you are.
If we're wrong, it's both of us sitting here in a cave, hurting each other over and over for no reason. wasting time.
Why is that so wrong?
Because something's going to show up and fucking eat us.
Wouldn't that be something?
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say.
We can, talk more later. Let's go.
Yeah, let's. Do a bunch of hard shit and somehow listening back to myself be dumb as fuck is the toughest.
Come in. Oh, hey, Cass. That was fast. Are you finished? What's with the hug?
I was stupid before and didn't know what to say. I do now. Thank you for helping me. For helping all of us. I'm sorry about all that's happened. You're my friend. You know that? I love you. See? Took me long enough. I really do win at being dumber. I'm gonna go wrap up. Should be soon. I just needed to let you know. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Back to being sad. Hey. You still with me? Ow!
Caught up?
If only it was that simple for me.
Yes, I'm here. You're getting so close to the end. My attention grows, unwavering, inexorable. You have a lot to do just around the corner.
Great.
Team leaders? Check.
Excuse me? Leaders? Plural?
Wardstones? Check.
Even more than last time.
Climbing rope?
Check.
Everything seems to be in order. Fasten your seatbelts. We will be taking off soon. Checking our radar, we seem to have some inclement weather headed our way. Tower, are we cleared for departure? Tower, please respond. Tower?
Why?
I just thought I'd...
Not you. Cass? Why?
Beats me.
Nerd.
Back to the oasis, everyone.
Before we get rained out.
So those are storm clouds.
Yeah. I'm only kidding about the rain. Shouldn't be too bad. Only rained twice since we've been here, and it's barely anything.
But that's how the Katars collect water. Monthly rains.
Something like that.
Happy.
You said it. Beats the heat, too.
Oh, Cass, a moment.
What's up?
You still have the other recorder with you, yes?
Yeah,
May I borrow it?
sure. Best we can do until
No.
we find better. With
No.
everyone's help, we're...
Not there yet. Closer.
What are you looking for?
Our mishap the other day. In the cave.
Alyx, what's wrong with you? What have you
Aha! I swear it's there. In the background.
What is?
Listen.
What's wrong with you? What have you done? It's hard to tell.
I don't have a way to edit the audio or isolate what I heard. Listen very closely. I'm going to turn it up and play it back faster.
Quiet.
I caught it that time.
Yes.
The husk spoke?
I told you. I was so sure. A whisper, but it was there.
Fucking jeez. Arhoo.
Gesundheit. But yes,
Is there any point asking you what it said?
I'm so glad you asked.
Answer's no, right?
Actually, yes.
What?
Well, you know, as much as I can be sure of anything. Not to sound like a stuffy old linguist or anything, but some alien creature says something to me and it tends to get lodged in my head. But what can I say?
Get on with it, bookworm.
Right. The phrase had been turning over in my mind, and on its own, nothing to work with at all. And anyway, who am I to try and understand an alien language, am I right? But then I thought, wait a moment. I, the great Silas Caldwell, have already done that once before.
I get it. You're a massive fucking nerd. Is it Alkin? You actually got it.
Maybe Proto-Alcan would be more precise. I had theorized about the existence of a parent language.
I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't come out with it.
But it's so much fun to tell you the how. All right. It was actually what Alyx said right after the tip me off. Regardless of what we think of her actions, she was so determined to climb up there and to start doing something. But why? Well, she told us. Alyx was such a good student of the Alcan language. You see, the word for free in Alcan is Rahu. Suspiciously similar, and free is what Alyx kept saying after she pulled the husk out of its containment.
She could hear it talking?
You may recall, she could hear it well before any of us as we approached, and see it. Her brain is adapting and sharpening to the darkness. Quite useful on Samsara, I'm sure.
That's not pleasant to think about, Silas.
Sorry, it's actually kind of good. Hear me out. She really was trying to help, responding to its pleas for freedom. I've been thinking, and I want to believe Alyx is still firmly in control, even when Frog Brain tries to take over. And we've seen no reason to believe a frog would perform an empathetic act like Alyx did. So, Alyx, I think, still has the helm. Because she's helping and understanding the Alcan.
Helping. Thinking and in control. But with frog abilities.
I mean, when you put it like that, it sounds like something out of a comic book, but yes? I don't know the particulars about Jay's transformation, but it stands to reason if the process isn't outright fatal, there would be transitory periods during the metamorphosis.
Where evolution would take years to do, she's doing so in a fraction of the time?
Perhaps, but I'm no biologist.
So, why is she stopped?
That, I don't know.
Maybe going back to Samsara was what finished Jay's transformation.
Or maybe the world really has broken to pieces behind us. I truly don't know.
But a month on, and nothing else has changed. And she's still in control. It's painful, but maybe she's still in there.
I mean, most of the time? But yes, maybe actually all of the time. That's what I think. Sorry, I know that was a lot after you'd just gone spelunking with Lizzie. I just thought you might want to know my train of thought.
God damn you, Bookworm. That's the best news I've heard in weeks.
Really?
Yes. She's gonna be okay. If we can just get her home, she's gonna be okay.
I hope so. I hope so, Cass.
Ground!
Huh?
Ground!
What's happening?
You guys feel that?
Yeah, what's going on?
No idea. Run! Run!
Where?
I don't see anything.
Alyx. Fuck. We were so close. And then, no.
Syntax is a podcast by Twin Strangers Productions and is licensed under an Attribution Share-alike 4.0 international license. Today's episode was directed and produced by Rowan Odom and written by Ty Vaughn. Silas Caldwell is played by Ty Vaughn. Cassius Thatcher is played by Sage Phung. Elizabeth Bellinger is played by Morgie B. Alyx Yard is played by Jules Christine. Yvara is played by M. Mulder. Find out more about the show on syntaxpodcast.com. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this episode, rate us on your favorite listening platform. It helps us out tremendously. Know the depths, wish for more.